are live. Niggas, I'm back and I'm better. Sorry guys, man, I'm just gonna get into it, man. This is like the 5th or 6th time I've had to restart this stream because of, network issues, lag. Like, Elon Musk, you better reach out to me, nigga. You better reach out to me. Anyways, niggas, like I said, I'm just gonna get it straight into it. Today we're discussing a very important topic. But before I discuss that, you see that follow button, niggas? Yeah, we had one more ninja in the network. Yes, the niggas in the chat, 100%, man. For all my niggas out there, appreciate the follow. I want you to follow that shit. Also in the chat, I've got, some of my other links to my other social media pages posted and linked up there, pinned up there for you. Follow those channels as well. Niggas, I'm going to be posting a lot more often. Let's get straight into it. So, Close. Sorry about the spit, niggas. Close. What are we talking about today? Well, we're talking about the whole Julio Foolio case. 4 co-accused got convicted of life behind bars for his murder. It's gonna be a fun stream today, guys. So I'm just gonna get straight into it. I'm just gonna get straight into it. Who the fuck is Julio Foolio? James Charles Andrew Jones II, professionally known as Julio Foolio or just Foolio, was an American rapper from Jacksonville, Florida. He was associated with the city rap scene and was involved in some high-profile feuds with other rappers. He's most notoriously known for, these diss songs about all these rappers and ops that have died that he doesn't like, right? So yeah, so why would somebody want to kill this guy? Like, he seems like a saint. He seems like he's got his shit together. A very professional stand-up dude. Rest in peace to his soul. But why would somebody want to be out to murder him, right? And I've got, this little video I wanted to shoot. It's more of a video / documentary on, the case so far. These are, of course, the 4 alleged co-accused: Isaiah Chance, Sean Gathright, Davian Murphy, and Rashad Murphy. They must be brothers or cousins or something. Yeah. So the 4 people that were indicted on his murder charge and were convicted of first-degree murder. I think there was one other chick as well, but she was convicted of manslaughter. She's gonna be tried in another later case. I'll bring her up later on, but I just wanted to focus on these 4 individuals because there's a lesson to be learned here, guys. Specifically on just why it is not a good idea to murder niggas. Like, these guys were caught from the day they left their house. They were on camera in their own house, right? Packing guns in the car to when they drove to McDonald's and they were caught on CCTV ordering a Big Mac, to when they done the hit, caught on CCTV again, shooting shots in the air at the nigga and Julio Foolio, right? One of them had actually shot him in the leg prior, like some Megan Thee Stallion, Tory Lanez shit. This is a wild case. Like, later on, one of the coroners asks the judge, let's not give these niggas the death penalty. No, that would be a waste. They will be sweat equity. Yes, sweat equity. Basically, he was asking the judge, we have an aging population in the jail. We need these guys alive. Life in jail without the possibility of parole. And for them to work for us until they die. Sweat equity. Sheesh. I'll get into that more, guys. But first, let me break down what we've got in front of us. 4 defendants in Julio Foolio's murder trial stunned, with one brought to tears after Tampa jury finds them guilty of ambush killing. Yes, 4 men on trial for ambush killing for rapper Julio Foolio have been found guilty by the jury in Tampa, Florida, after a month-long trial, with defendants are now awaiting sentences sentencing where they faced the death penalty. All defendants, Isaiah Chance, he's 23. Sean Gathright, this guy here, he's 20. The youngest one in the group, it seems. Rashad Murphy, 32. And Davian Murphy, 29. Was stunned to hear the verdict. And Juan Gathright, this guy here, actually broke down in tears. So, before I read the second section here, I'm just going to let this one play right here. And let's see what's happening. Oh, fucking. Alright, guys. Let me just. Alright. There you go. So, as you can see, he's getting a massage, a masseuse. You know, people are consoling him because he's bawling from the consequences of his own actions, frankly. The other guy, he seems like he doesn't give a fuck. This one here, he's walking around like, shit, I'm gonna be walking in jail, might as well get ready now. Damn.
You going to jail for a long time, nigga? Yes, don't worry, nigga. There's gonna be plenty of booty scratches there for you.
Right. So, Sean Gathright gets emotional after guilty verdict in the Julio Foolio murder trial. Right? Why are you getting emotional now, nigga? And I'll actually break down a scene where the judge, the lawyer of the state of the government, right, actually asks them, when you were sipping that Julio, when you were sipping that Don Julio, nigga, were you remorseful then, nigga? Like, you know what I mean? Like, they broke these niggas apart. This lawyer, very, very, very well done in the way he done it. It was actually very interesting to watch, right? And you know, these guys are young. They should have known that they wasn't gonna get away with this shit. I don't know what came over them to do it in the manner that they did, right? And it just comes as a lesson to y'all, because at the end of the day, he's breaking down in court. His family can't do nothing about it. And he's now accused of first-degree murder, like, and charged with it, right? So this is who Julio is, right? But I wanted to show you guys that even he himself, he's a gang-affiliated member, right? And you know, the 6 Block and the KTA have been, you know, rivals. They've been beefing for a while, and he makes this very, very. It's known as one of the most disrespectful diss songs in rap history. Yes, this is like, he just straight up says all his ops that have been killed and slimed. The most disrespectful shit I've ever heard in my life. So I just wanted to show you, while you know, rest in peace to Julio. I don't want to talk bad about somebody who has died. He wasn't a saint either, right? And we'll just play this little video for you, just so you guys have an awareness of what's happening.
Desert got dropped down, Nate got popped down, Leaky got shot with damn, Spaz face hot game. Corbin got kidnapped, they found his bones, he was right. Corbin, meet you us the boss. They knocked his ass off. John at the fool till they walked his ass down.
Like, this shit is hard as shit, man. But I think he just named off like 9 to 10 people in the hood that have gotten themselves killed, that have gotten in jail, that have gotten seriously, fatally injured. I mean, I guess that means killed as well. And this is the street life these guys are living. These guys need to be aware that we live in a society where it's no longer about physical strength. And we live in a society that's more political now in its theme, right? When somebody has an issue with you, they take the legal route, right? They don't go up to you most of the time anyways, and finish the job, right? But these guys live in such a mindset where it's like, yo, let me just go get these niggas myself. I ain't snitching, right? And it's sad because they get their family members involved in this shit. Mamas are crying, brothers and sisters, they grow up without their siblings in their lives. They already don't have their father in their lives in most of these households. It's just a cycle that keeps perpetuating in the black community. And it's just really sad to see him naming all these names and they all look like him. They're all African American brothers, right? But anyways, the song is lit as shit.
Up in the ground, Curtis felt around. Corbin got kidnapped, lost, got his ass found. Okay. Ride with an old stick, with my new bitch. Caught a rapper at the mall, beat him real.
So, for any of you guys wondering, this is actually a remix of the famous song called Beatbox by Spot 'em Got 'em, and I think it was Pooh Shiesty? Beatbox. Spot 'em Got 'em. Yeah.
You avoid trouble.
I hate ads. Sorry, guys. Ain't nobody got time for YouTube Premium over here, man. So, he remixes this song right here. Man, if this nigga wasn't exposed for being a snitch, this would be the hardest shit ever, bro. I ain't even gonna cap.
Had to stand off in a minute spot. Knock your dreads off. My what is it called about it? I didn't name them Randy Moss. Thugging in my Beatbox. Ride with a G-Sharp.
So that's pretty much the song that he, remixed to make that disrespectful as beat, right? And it just seems like hip hop seems to be perpetuating this street narrative, right? But when you're in that jail cell, right? On the outside world, to the outside world, you become irrelevant as shit. You become irrelevant as shit to the outside. Nobody's talking about Dirk anymore. Have you guys noticed? Nobody talks about Dirk anymore, right? No one's talking about fucking who's that other one? No, like everybody's already forgotten about Kodak. Like you notice how quickly people move on, right? So this whole street cred shit is bullshit, nigga. Like, what do these niggas think they're doing, throwing their lives away to catch a few bodies so they can up their street cred, bro? Like, because on the outside world, things be moving fast. People forget about your ass. When Big Meech was away, nobody talked about him until he came back home. Nobody was talking about that nigga, bro, until he came back home. Bro, like, these YNs gotta realize, like, bro, this is not how you guys should be moving, man. We're in 2026. This ain't a survival of the fittest, environment that we're living in. This is you can really throw your life away and still be alive for the rest of your life. Like, for all the niggas that understand that, y'all are real ones. You know what I mean? Like, man, let's keep going, man. So, anyways, I just wanted to show this track here to show that, okay, Foolio isn't a saint himself. Beatbox remix by Foolio and Kojak is widely regarded as one of the most disrespectful diss tracks in modern drill music due to how directly targets and mocks deceased rivals from the Jacksonville's ongoing street conflicts. Built over the popular Beatbox instrumental, Foolio uses track to name multiple ops who had been killed, referencing real-life incidents in a way that shocked both fans and critics. The song is deeply tied to the rivalry between Foolio's 6 Block KTA side and rivals like 1200, ATK, and their affiliates, continuing a pattern where music becomes a direct extension of real-life beef. What made this remix stand out even more was how explicit and detailed the disses were, with little attempt to hide who he was referencing. Because of that, the track quickly gained attention online, with many labeling it as one of the most extreme examples of diss culture in drill, where instead of indirect shots, artists openly disrespect the dead. Man, is there some sort of curse in the black community? It has to be, for how frequently I'm hearing in music people just disrespecting people that are dead, right? And it seems like it's getting worse, right? Anyways, I'm gonna finish this off, and then I'm gonna move back to this one here to explain what's going on with the case. But for now, let's listen to this. Pretty much a hit. Like, come on, bro. Shit's fire.
Turn the lights on, we just hit the kill switch. Know the real you, know you a real bitch. Riding in the scat pack, cool down, black. This for the art thought, niche ass, real fat.
Anyways, that was hard as shit, man. This is more, Sean Gathright breaking down, right? We'll watch the nigga cry for a bit, and then we'll give our thoughts on that. But yeah. So, okay, he stops crying. He realizes it's not gonna work, and he's escorted. I'm pretty sure to jail after that, right? And the rest of the boys are pretty much escorted there as well.
Two cousins facing the death penalty for allegedly murdering Foolio outside of a hotel. Police say these two were part of the group that traveled all the way from Jacksonville down to Tampa to murder Foolio. Rashad is one of the shooters that ran up with a Glock switch, and Davion is on the Tesla cam with an AR-style rifle just spraying.
Damn! That nigga doesn't care who he hits. Did you see that shit, bro? Bro was spraying. Shit. Like the fish in Fortnite. Just like this nigga did not care who he was hitting, bro. Holy cuz. Look at this shit, bro.
Used tracking Foolio around the whole night was Davion Murphy's girlfriend's car. They're on camera everywhere packing the car with guns. They're on camera at the Airbnb. They're on camera murdering him. And they're on camera leaving the Airbnb. Then
Damn. They're on camera in their own house packing the guns in the car. Like niggas, you could, like, were you live streaming in to the NYPD? Like, nigga, how did you get caught in a better camera than mine? That camera is like 4K, 720p. This shit looks better than mine. It looks it looks better than my eyes, bro. Like 60 frames per second, fucking 1080p, like, bruh.
A day before the shooting, Rashad goes into a Walmart and buys burner phones matching an outfit of the shooter. He's wearing the same outfit he's going to murder someone in, on camera with his face showing. And while in the car, he takes a picture of the burner phones at his feet, showing the shoes he's wearing. And on Rashad's phone, they find an Airbnb reservation. So they go to the Airbnb and get all the camera footage of the Airbnb, and they're all there. Now, Davion got hungry around 1:30 a.m. and went to McDonald's and is on camera in one of the murder vehicles, just putting himself on camera getting food 2 hours before a murder. His face is literally on...
Bruh, like, can you niggas... Can you believe this shit? There was no planning, no foresight. Like, these niggas just real straight up thought that they were gonna kill this nigga and get away with it. What is wrong with the black community? Look. When Chud came out talking all this BS about us, I'm the first one to have our backs, right? But we don't even have our own backs these days, right? It needs to be common practice that we have our own backs. And how about we, here's a thought. Let's start off by not killing each other. That's a pretty good place to fucking start, niggas. Like, what the fuck? Niggas on camera at McDonald's after a murder, or before a murder. They getting chicken burgers and they getting fucking wings and fries and shit. Getting fat. Nigga, you could use a little less fries. I'm talking to you, nigga. Yeah, you. Shit. This shit is ridiculous, man. Bruh, this shit is ridiculous.
On camera in the drive-thru. Now, after the murder, Rashad sent a very incriminating text message saying, "I'm coming home. My thirst is quenched. Pop a bottle of Don Julio today. Dash Murphy." That doesn't make...
My thirst is quenched. What? Nigga, why don't you just type where you're gonna leave Julio's body at and screenshot it and send it to the NYPD? Why don't you do that? I'm coming home. My thirst is quenched. Nigga, what kind of demonic shit is this, bruh? Holy, bruh. Shit.
Diabolical text you can possibly do after a murder.
Oh, and by the way, guys, this was the chick. Her name was Alicia Andrews. She was the lookout. She was actually the lookout. Alicia Andrews guilty for manslaughter for acting as the lookout and tracking Jones's location before he was killed. So yeah, and by the way, Jones is Charles Andrew Jones, Julio Foolio. So it's crazy because there is no way all four of them niggas killed Julio at the same time, right? It must have been one guy that actually killed him, ended his life, right? But they all got found for first-degree murder, right? I think she's just as guilty as them niggas. Facts. I think she didn't pull the trigger, right? I think she's just as guilty for conspiring to end this man's life, right? But the court system is always gonna lean a little bit more lenient to women, to females, and also they're the ones most likely to tell and to snitch for a lesser sentence. So either one of those two things happened, right? And it's just very sad, guys, because they should have known, like, not to get this woman involved at all. A huge liability to the operation, right? And I ain't gonna lie, they were a huge liability to themselves. But this just makes things 10 times worse. And I tried asking ChatGPT, I'm like, Alicia Andrews guilty of manslaughter for acting as a lookout for tracking Jones, right? She was killed. How much time did she get? Alicia Andrews had not been sentenced yet in the reports about the case, after being found guilty of manslaughter instead of first-degree murder. The court scheduled her sentencing for December 8th, 2025. I'm like, nigga, what? It's past December 8th, 2025. What are you talking about? ChatGPT is like, oh shit, I can't trick you. You damn, the CIA was right about you. You're right. As of May 2026, Alicia Andrews still hasn't been sentenced yet. Her original sentencing date was December 8th, 2025, but it got delayed after her lawyer successfully argued that the original judge showed bias during the trial. Her new judge was assigned in January 2026, and then her defense filed motions asking for either her conviction to be overturned or a completely new trial. So, her lawyer did some good work, basically delayed for next year for a retrial. And somehow got a conviction overturned. But she's still in prison waiting, right? So I asked if she's still being held in prison while waiting for that new trial, or is she serving time out in the community. And while ChatGPT couldn't find any confirmed reports saying that Alicia Andrews had been released in the community on bond or pre-trial release, the most recent coverage says that her sentencing is postponed. She's still actively fighting the conviction, and the court hearings are still continuing under a new judge. So these niggas get basically convicted flat out and almost get the death penalty, but at the end they get convicted of life in prison for first-degree murder, while she gets manslaughter and gets a whole new trial. Now, I know, of course, these guys are going to appeal it. There was also talks around, I think one of the co-accused, I think it was Sean, right? He got a GoFundMe, and he's trying to raise money, right? But not many people are donating. You know, there's reports around that as well. But yeah, it just goes to show you the different level of double standards within the justice system. Just thought that was pretty interesting. Yeah, but let's continue with this.
Someone with a Glock switch. This is Sean Gathright, one of the men going to trial this week facing the death penalty for allegedly shooting Julio with an assault rifle.
So, guys, this article, this one is a bit old. They've already been convicted. They've already been convicted of life behind bars. And I'm going to play this little clip that shows the coroner arguing with the judge about whether they should be getting the death penalty or life behind bars. And he was arguing for life behind bars because they were good sweat equity. Psh. Imagine being called sweat equity. Oh. Sweat debts. Your life force belongs to the state, nigga. You will work for the rest of your life. Bruh, if I ever see that nigga, that coroner in jail cell, it is on sight. Shit, bruh. Who the fuck you calling sweat? Shit! That shit is crazy, bro. Bruh. Man.
Outside of a hotel. Investigators say the group traveled all the way from Jacksonville down to Tampa to murder Julio because he was posting where his location was on his birthday. Sean is connected to this because
Rookie. Posting your location while you're still at the location? Man. And if you're with a woman, you always gotta run her down with that shit. Like, babe, whenever you take pictures of our food and you're not taking a picture of me included in there, make sure the address is also not in there. Dumb bitch. Shit. Anyways.
cars they traveled all the way from Jacksonville in and used in their murder was his own mother's car. They have footage of every single scene of this crime, packing their car with guns. Then they're tracked with license plate readers all the way to Tampa. Then they're on camera at their Airbnb, and he's on camera after the murder at his grandma's house, switching cars and wiping down the car. They also
You're involving your grandma into this? Like, we knew these guys weren't the sharpest tool in the shed, but this just seals the deal, bro. They did not know what the fuck they were doing, bro. Even the 39-year-old, that fucking 32, the oldest one there, 32. Rashad Murphy, nigga, what were you thinking? Bruh, this is absolutely disastrous on all fronts, guys. This is a breakdown on just what not to do, right?
his phone was tracked in multiple locations and
Phone was tracked. You're carrying a GPS tracker with you to a murder scene. Oh my, bruh, fucking.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Yo, like, am I tripping, bro?
to the lookout man that was tracking Julio, telling them where his location was the entire night. And when Sean was arrested, he was found with live rounds and spent shell casings that connect him to another murder besides Julio's, and also an attempted murder on Julio when Julio was shot in the foot. So this is the same.
So, and he's gonna explain it, but he had shot Julio before. Used the exact same murder weapon. Used the exact same attempted murder weapon to now kill the guy. Right? Has a shell casing snatcher that catches the shell casings as the gun shoots. Like, and you just have that laying in your crib after you executed the guy? Like, nigga, and now you're crying in the courtroom asking for niggas to bond you out, to raise money for your bond and crying, asking the judge for a lighter sentence. Like, bruh, what did you think was gonna happen, bro? Bruh.
Shooter that shot him before, and Foolio survived. This guy shot Foolio twice, on 2 different occasions. And here's a very crazy detail. When they searched his home, they found an AR-style rifle that was similar to the one in the footage of the murder that had a brass catcher attached to it. And that's why, at the murder scene, there was no spent shell casings from that AR. Because he had something catching the shell casing so it wasn't left at the murder scene. 2 other...
Let's continue, bruh. Like, this speaks for itself. I don't even need to react to that.
9mm shell casings were found in the gun.
This is the chick, Alicia Andrews. This chick right here, Alicia Andrews. This the detail about her incident.
Safe in his home. Those were a match to the murder of Foolio, and those were used by another defendant in the trial. These boys are cooked, and they're probably going to get the death penalty. Sean Gathright, one of the AR shooters.
State of Florida versus Isaiah Jermaine Chance.
Right. So now they're reading out their sentences, and you know, Isaiah, I think, is first. Yeah, Isaiah Chance, 23, the youngest in the group. Oh, the second youngest in the group. Sean Gathright is the youngest. They're reading out
Case number 24 CF 11996A, Trial Division 1, verdict form. We, the jury, finds as follows as to count 1, victim Charles Jones.
This is what it looks like. It's like, damn, I should have just stayed my ass at home. Shit, I knew I shouldn't have got up that morning, bro. When my mom said she had a terrible dream last night, I should have just listened to her ass and stayed home, bro. Shit, bro. Nah, I'm going to jail for the rest of my life. Shit.
The defendant is guilty of first-degree murder as charged. Did the state of Florida prove beyond a reasonable doubt the defendant was a member or an associate of a...
All right, so first-degree murder, he's found guilty.
...of a criminal gang? Yes. So say we all... The defendant personally carried, displayed, used, threatened to use, or attempt to use a firearm? Yes. During the commission of the offense, did the defendant actually possess a firearm? Yes. During the commission of the offense, did the defendant actually discharge a firearm? Yes. We, the jury, finds as follows as to count 4, Gino Norris. The defendant is guilty of attempted second-degree murder, a lesser included offense. During the commission of the offense, did the defendant personally carry, display, use, threaten to use, or attempt to use a firearm? Yes. During the commission of the offense, did the defendant actually possess a firearm? Yes. During the commission of the offense, did the defendant actually discharge a firearm? Yes. We, the jury, finds as follows as to count.
Bruh. So, that was that, basically. They got found guilty on everything. Every step of the way, they were caught on every single step of the way in 4K, all the way from when they got out of their bed to when they got Macca's to when they killed the guy to when they were sipping Don Julio. Like, these niggas are cooked. Deep fried.
Victim Camilla Bentley, or attempt to use a firearm? Yes. During the commission of the offense? Yes. Did the state prove beyond a reasonable doubt the defendant committed the crime for the purpose of benefiting, promoting, or furthering the interests of a criminal gang? Yes. During the commission of the offense, did the defendant actually possess a firearm? Yes. During the commission of the offense, did the defendant actually discharge a firearm? Yes. We, the jury, finds as follows as to count 2, victim Charles Jones. The defendant is guilty of conspiracy to commit first-degree murder as charged. Did the state prove beyond a reasonable doubt that the defendant was...
This is sad, because these brothers look like, just like me, you know what I mean? Like, if my life was any different, would I end up as somebody like that? Or will I still have this mental fortitude and articulate nature that I have now to stop myself from ending up in that situation? You know, I'm just gonna go with the latter because I believe and have faith in my own skills as a human being, and my deductive problem solving skills would have stopped me from getting involved. And not only that, but my critical thinking skills would have stopped me from getting involved in shit like this. Right? So, yeah.
Beyond a resistance, did the defendant actually discharge a firearm? Yes. We, the jury, finds as follows as to count 5. Victim Camilla Bentley.
Right. So they're reading out all the charges. They basically all got, murder, first degree, conspiracy to commit murder, first degree, second degree murder. Yeah, I think the only girl that didn't get murder, the only person there that didn't get murder was Alicia Andrews there, which was very suspicious. Yeah.
Criminal. Did the defendant criminal gang? Yes. During the
so. I wanted to move on to this. Oh yeah, this is Alicia here. She was seen laughing, and getting her makeup applied prior to the opening statements, right? And just rest in peace to Foolio, man. But I wanted to show this. I wanted to show something as well. Oh yeah, Young Thug even weighs in on the whole situation. It's just all around. It's sad, man. This should be Young Thug. This should for sure be an eye opener to all the young niggas out there thugging. Even though my name's Young Thug, and I promote this type of degeneracy, like in literally every single song that I made so far. But let's overlook this fact. Look what they told Sean Gathright, who's facing the death penalty. Even though I just got implicated in a RICO and was found innocent, but that's besides the point. Fuck the streets.
If you were sentenced to life without parole?
I say yes with my experience.
Oh yeah, this is when the coroner asks the judge to make sure these niggas are sweat equity for the state, for the government. Despicable sweat equity, he says.
Based on Mr. Gathwright's age, physical abilities, things like that, do you think that the prison would benefit from him in a work capacity if he were sentenced to life without parole?
I say yes with my experience, not only just in classification, but as former warden and even as a jail administrator. He's someone that's young, he's healthy. In reality, we need that labor, we need that sweat equity, and we will put him out there to work because we do have an aging prison population, jail administration. We have that, so we put these young individuals to work and get some sweat equity.
Imagine a nigga that looks like this saying, "We want you alive because basically, nigga, you owe us sweat equity." Oh. Bro, at that point, bro, I gotta go out fighting, bro. I'm going out fighting, bro. There is no way I'm making his dreams of me using my life force until I die in prison. For a nigga that looks like this, no testosterone looking ass nigga, like sweat equity. Imagine living in a world where a nigga that looks weaker than you, shorter than you, looks fucking fatter than you, not even in shape, less in shape than you are, has more power over you, right? And not only that, but can keep you behind 4 walls and have you work for the rest of your life. Shit, man. Over my dead body, nigga. Sweat equity. Oh, shit.
Out of them since they are young and actually can do the work.
Nigga, you do the work. Shit. Sweat equity, he says. That is wild. People were laughing at him, clowning these dudes, right? Instead of getting the street cred that they were earned, right? They were supposed to get, right? Look, everybody's clowning them. I mean, you're all gonna get caught eventually, right? This ain't no game, bro. And look, just remember, this is what Young Thug wanted Gunna to go through for YSL. That's a good point. that's a good point. And he's out here trying to warn them. Nigga, that, hey, shit. Anyways, sweat equity is crazy. Foolio should have just been dead long ago. Foolio has hurt a lot of family. Whoa. Holy shit. This is why you don't read the comments. Cause yeah, I don't condone any of that shit. Holy sweat equity, he says, and he breaks down
age, physical abilities, things like that. Do you think that the prison would benefit from him in a work capacity if he were sentenced to life without parole?
I say yes with my experience, not only just in classification.
Nigga, sweat equity, bro. Shit. Alright, so this is Foolio's Beatbox song, I think. Is this the same one? Yeah, it is the same one right here. Alright, so another aspect of this is also something that I wanted to talk about. Because there's another side in this, right? As we all know, mothers will always defend their sons, especially, right? He is a mother that has been broken so much, she's now delusional about the fact that her son even committed this crime in the first place. And she literally goes on stand, you know, and the judge calls for a break after she, the mother of Foolio's convicted killer, she says that she doesn't think that there's enough evidence at trial presented to convince her that her son did the murder. It's crazy, man. Literally caught in 4K. It's fucking, bruh. The real victims of this, Foolio, of course, himself, even though he was involved in this, but people like her, right? The mothers, the fathers, the sisters, the brothers, right? People that will be permanently destroyed from this, because this is just terrible, right? All around for family, everyone and their families involved. Nobody wins in this. Nobody won. I haven't named you one winner in all of this. One, you know, you waste the state's time and resources, the government's time and resources. A man is dead, right? 4 men and a woman are going to jail, right? Mothers and fathers and brothers and sisters are crying and sobbing, and cousins and uncles and aunties. It's all just terrible all around.
MALIELYLE. How are you related to Sean Gathright? Sean is my son. So we've heard a lot about Sean as a child. What do you want the jury to know about your son? I'd like the jury to know that my son is a hardworking person, a hardworking young man. He
was working hard to carry on that hit. Nigga, like from what I've read, he was leading the entire operation. He was leading the entire shit. He planned, he got these niggas together, like he was leading the entire operation. Shit. I'm sorry, mama, but
intelligent, he's driven, he has a wonderful work ethic. I want the jury to know that this is not, I believe what has been presented is not my son.
Yeah, I'm gonna sustain the objection. Listen, I tell you what, I need the jury to step up on each other, okay?
All rise.
Okay, so Ms. Lyle, I just want to first acknowledge that I recognize this is very stressful for you and scary. I do. But the jury has determined.
She still can't believe it. Man, she still can't believe it. She can't believe that her son, the evidence presented, she said the evidence presented isn't my son. She still can't believe it in her head that this has actually happened. She's probably broken down hundreds of times already, and she's fractured, man. Like, this is sad all around.
Your son's guilt. That issue's been settled. But we're not going to revisit that in front of the jury. So, I just want to encourage you, with regards to your penalty phase testimony, the best thing you could do for your son is just express all of the wonderful characteristics about him, okay? And how deeply you love him and how deeply he's loved by his family. This is not the time to be readdressing any of the facts of this case. All right, I just want to make sure that's clear, because I want to allow Ms. Finkelstein the chance to ask you the questions she wants to ask you and for you to relay this important information to the jury. But if we start going sideways into issues that are not pertinent to this phase of the trial, then the state's going to have to object.
So, sorry guys. That's what I really wanted to show you guys, and I'll finish off the rest of the clip in a second. But guys, how many times have we seen the same story with just different characters? This straight shit isn't worth it. It's just not. Nobody wins. Could you point to one winner in that entire situation, in that entire ordeal? No. Folio's dead. He had a whole rap career. He had people that was depending on him. He had family. He probably had kids. Shit. Them rappers be popping out babies like it's Christmas. So, really no one wins in this situation. Like, it's just sad all around, and I hope it's a lesson to all these YNs out there that the streets is not it, bro. It's just not. It's just not it, man. I'm telling you, it's not it. Just stay home and be bored. Trust me, you thank yourself in like the next 10 years, bro. I'm telling you. You thank yourself that you a boring ass nigga that just woke up, went to work, came home, went to sleep, right? Maybe even if you're a bum living with your mom, bro, you still thank yourself, bro. It's just not worth the stress, the headache, and your life, right? Now, we're gonna finish this off real quick, and then
I'm gonna have to rule, and then it just really it lessens the impact, really.
I just have one question. If I say, well, what I was gonna say is, this is not the son that I know, is that
that's
part
fine.
of the...
That's fine. I think, because you did testify previously in the co-defendant's case, I think just based upon that, I suspect the state's a little concerned that we're going to start heading down, and so just as long as we all understand what we're doing here, then it should be fine.
Right. So, yeah, guys, that's the end of that. Thank you for witnessing this stream. You know, hope you guys like, subscribe, and follow. Oh, I also got, you know, a few things that I also wanted to share with you guys. Follow my kick. Oh yeah, you know, the links are up there, but I also wanted to show you as well. Oh yeah, this is the whole Chud the Builder situation. Don't worry about that. Yeah. Anyways, you know what? You know, I posted all the links over there. Follow my kick, guys. Follow my TikTok. You know, Closey1 on Kick and YouTube. You know, TikTok is Closey. Closey1 on YouTube, on TikTok and Kick. Closey-T9G on YouTube. You know, I'm also gonna be going on Twitter. I'm setting it up right now, guys. I'm gonna be posting all past content on there as well. You guys can watch all my content, all my past content there. I'm also doing the full the full streams. I'm posting that shit on YouTube as well. Like I'm really going hard on that shit. I'm just trying to get, you know, thumbnail designer sorted. Like I don't want to do these thumbnails myself. They actually do need to have some thought into it for people to want to click on him. So I want to get that shit done properly, man. I'm also gonna be advertising and marketing this shit on my Snapchat. Follow me, you know, Close C. Follow me on Snapchat. It's my full name, Amara.Conner. I probably shouldn't have even fucking said that shit. Holy shit. Anyways, follow me on Snapchat, man. Guys, it's been a pleasure, man. Get me up to 10 followers, man. That's the only way. Trust me. Once we reach there, I got some plans coming, man. I'm also always, you know, trying to make the streams a little bit more engaging, a little bit more exciting. If you guys drop the three niggas in Czechoslovakia, you know, yeah, niggas reply in the chat, man. Reply in the chat. You know, this stream is gonna be on liftoff. Trust me, man. It's gonna be good. Thank you for your time, guys. It's been a pleasure. I'll catch you on another one next week. I do plan on we'll react to part 2 of Drake's stream. Yeah, I'm still getting that sorted. I'm gonna start multi-streaming as well. So on Twitch and YouTube. So I'm trying to get the Starlink sorted first. I'm trying to make once I get that done, then we'll do part 2 of Iceman album. I'll upload that as well. I'm sorry about part 1. It was super laggy. We'll get Ricky back together and we'll get that shit sorted. But peace out, niggas. I'll catch you on the next one. Close.